We're shaking, folks. Back with another reaction, back with some more Agnetha. And a couple people said Faltskog is a more correct way to say her surname. I hope I'm still not mistaking that. But either way, we are back with her 1983 album, Wrap Your Arms Around Me. Once again, shout out to Shafiq, as well as all the folks who've continued on with the deep dive after we got through the main ABBA journey. Indeed, I'm still going through the double live disc, Live at Wembley, but having gone through their studio material and at least a handful of their non-album tracks, we have moved on to the Frida and Agnetha side journeys. So, and indeed, who was it? Someone is just commenting to me about making Benny and Bjorn stuff available. In the moment, I'm forgetting who that was. I do apologize. I get emails from like a crazy amount of people these days. I try to go through everything in a remotely timely fashion, but either way, sometimes the details get lost in the maelstrom. But again, I believe we're going to be able to do, multiple side journeys related to ABBA. So big shout out to all those who will be here for that. But the next tune on Agnetha's album, Wrap Your Arms Around Me, is Stay. It sounds like a request. It sounds like an entreaty. I suppose it could be a command. Either way, it sounds like a normative suggestion to another person, and therefore it speaks, or at least implies, a situation, speaks of or implies a situation in which there's a question of should someone stay, should someone go, a relationship perhaps that's on the edge, or maybe it's officially ended, but then there's lingering feelings, and there's a question of, wait, should you stay? Let's try to figure this out. Let's try to put the pieces back together, start something new. So it feels like maybe that's the territory it's going to be in, but as I always say, single word titles, they don't give you any outside context, so it could be about a message to oneself. I need to stay, and not react before thinking, or it could be more self-directed. Either way, I wouldn't be surprised if it relates to love or feelings of that manner. Let's find out. This is Agnetha, Stay, from her album Wrap Your Arms Around Me, 1983. Oh.
I know you've been around. I don't mind. I've been down for such a long time. We both wanna care, lonely hearts searching for someone there. We could have, should have, all the love we waited to share. Stay. I want you to stay. Is any time we stop running away?
Get hot in this room suddenly? The bass.
I need you, and I know that you need me to. Come close and look in my eyes, so light shining for you.
Those transcendent keys. The vocals in the chorus. I'm not sure I can deal with it. Am I blushing? Came back in with some gusto. Blend of everything. Ooh.
Make up your mind, decide. Open the door, it's gonna be
obviously a very sensual and sexy song, but I like the honesty and transparency of the opening sentiment. The idea that, like, look, it's always on repeat with this playlist as Luca emerges. It's a tune so good you have to hear it twice. But yeah, I like how Luca was like, wait, what's happening? But yeah, I like the honesty of, like, look, you've probably been around. Look, you know, I'm an adult too. Like, I'm coming into this with open eyes. I'm not naive and thinking that, like, oh, we're just the perfect people who've never been with anybody else and we've just been waiting to find each other. It's a, like, look, I've been down for a while and I haven't had, you know, a loving connection, and, you know, maybe you look like you need me too, and ultimately, you know, stay. Like, let's not let this possibility for happiness, even if it's, you know, in this moment and maybe doesn't become the perfect thing after that, stay, and let's make this a special experience. And obviously, I think there's a very sensual, physical aspect to that claim, but she's presenting it in a, like, or not claim, but request, again, entreaty. But she's presenting it like a decision to him, like it's saying basically, you know, you could stay, you could go, but please, you know, stay. Like, let's not deny that we both have a need for this connection, which apparently, you know, neither of them have felt for a while. So I like the adult honesty of it. It's, you know, in life, after you've gone through a few relationships, you know, you get a sense that that's what other people have been doing. So when you meet someone, it's, you know, the idea that they're this, like, ideal, they've just been waiting for you the whole time. It's just not realistic. So I like the way it started off, and then again the idea that it's in a physical setting, like in a, you know, in a scene, if you will, but it's speaking to the longer arcs of their lives, and the way that, again, you know, ships pass in the night and all that, but there's also the idea that those intersections can actually be some of the most felt moments in a larger trajectory, and without those experiences, it's, you know, in different context, but Democritus had that line about, you know, life without laughter is like a long road without an inn. Life without those moments, without those physical connections, could be a long road without an end. So I really do think it's a sexy song, but with a, you know, depth. There's like emotional depth there. Luca is like sleeping against the, like, stand that I use to, like, shoot the videos. It's hilarious. You don't even know we're talking about, you do. Nevertheless, big shout out once again to Shafiq for sending the Agnetha albums. Really look forward to going through both of the Frida Agnetha material and hearing, again, like, how similar to, how different from, you know, the ABBA material, and maybe different ways, you know, they'll explore using their voice and so on. Either way, I'm just excited for these sort of parallel, concurrent journeys. In any case, I won't take any more of your time, but shout out to Luca, shout out once again to Agnetha and Shafiq. Do let me know what you think of this. I will see you next time. Peace.